Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for coming today. I'm Shofa Aulia Farhany, student of Aerospace Engineering Department at the Cipto College of Technology. And I am looking forward to talking with you today about task card nose landing gear and main landing gear include left and right. Okay, before I start, I'd like to share you about presentation outline. They are task card, nose landing gear, and main landing gear, the purpose of task card, the tools used, the procedures, some cautions, the things to be noticed, and reference. When I started preparing for this talk, we have to remember that task card is a standard procedure or work that must be done by engineers in aircraft maintenance. Okay, this task card shows many parts. They are station, tail number, skill, work area, related task, interval, task card revision, applicability, zones, access panels, date, and the other. Let me start by giving you some information about landing gear system include nose landing gear and main landing gear left-right is a conventional aircraft recycle configuration consisting of a nose landing and left and right main landing gear. Each landing gear includes a shock strut with two wheel and tire assemblies. Each main landing gear wheel is equipped with a brake assembly with anti-skid protection. The nose landing gear is steerable and located in the lower forward fuselage. The main landing gear are located in the lower left and right wing area. As you are aware, everything's done must have a goal or a purpose. Same with this task card have a purpose too. The purpose of task card is corrosion prevention. The engineers have to do the inspection for corrosion prevention of landing gear system include nose and main landing gear left and right. After that, I will move on to my next point, the tool used. What the tools used in inspection? They are BMS 323 compound, steam or high water pressure, detergent, and clean dry rag. Engineers have to use their tools for support his maintenance of corrosion prevention. Turning our attention now to nose landing gear parts, engineers have to know the parts of the area where they will do maintenance on inspection. They are shock strut and attachments, drag press links, axle surfaces, torsion links, nose gear actuator, nose gear steering assembly, turning and turning bearing caps, and lock press assembly and linkage. Let's move on to inspection list for nose landing gear. Number 1. Clean the nose landing gear and components. Inspect for damage paint finishes, damage plating, and check for corrosion. Number 2. If corrosion is evident, remove corrosion and restore protective finishes as practical. Number 3. Apply BMS 323 compound to surface areas of the landing gear fittings, connecting pins and attachment lugs as required, particularly in the following areas. A. Shock strut including equipment attached to the outer or inner cylinders, steering cable pulley brackets and inside of tapped holes. B. Upper and lower drag brace links. C. Axle surfaces except bearing and journals area. D. Upper and lower torsion links and towing lugs. E. Nose gear actuator. F. Nose gear steering assembly. G. Turn-in and turn-in gearing caps. 8. Lock press assembly and linkage. They are not. Remove excess BMS 323 with a clean dry rag. Number 4. After application of BMS 323, clean the affected grease fittings and and lubricate the nose gear. Now I'd like to look at the things to be noticed. Note: in cases where periodic cleaning is accomplished with steam or high water pressure and detergent, reapply BMS 323 to the nose gear components. And the caution: do not apply BMS 323 to silicone rubber seals, or control cables. Observe other precautions shown in Part 1, Section 206000 at pages 3 and 4 of the Corrosion Prevention Manual. And the reference of the task card is Corrosion Prevention Manual D6A2460. Engineers must pay attention to note and caution of the task card as well as possible to avoid mistakes. As you remember, we are concerned to main landing gear left parts, and to do inspection there are shock strut and door attachments, axle surfaces, side and drag struts, walking beam, torsion links, trunnion and trunnion link, lugs, lug faces links, pin actuators, lock mechanism, door hinges. Take a look at this inspection list for main landing gear left. Closes similarly with inspection list for nose landing gear. Number 1. Clean the main landing gear and components. Inspect for damaged paint finishes, damaged plating, and check for corrosion. Number 2. If corrosion is evident, remove corrosion and restore protective finish if practical. Number 3. Apply BMS 323 compound to surface areas of the landing gear fittings, connecting pins and attachment lug as required, and particularly in the following areas: A. Shock strut and strut door attachment. B. Axle surfaces except peering and journal areas. C. Upper and lower side struts. D. Drag strut. E. Walking beam. F. Torsion links main gear damper. G. Trunnion and trunnion link. 8. Door hinges. A. Lugs, lug faces, link pins, actuator, lock mechanism. And number 4. After application of BMS 323, clean the affected grease fittings and re-lubricate the landing gear. Next slide. The things to be noticed. Note and caution. Note: in cases where periodic cleaning is accomplished with steam or high water pressure and detergent, reapply BMS 323 to the main landing gear. Caution: do not apply BMS 323 to silicone rubber seals, or control cables. Observe other precautions shown in Vol 1, Section 206000. Note and caution clauses at things to be noticed before. If ignored, one mistake will mess up everything, including aviation safety. As you can see, this slide shows you the parts of main landing gear right to do inspection. There are shock strut and door attachment, axle surfaces, side and drag struts, walking beam, torsion links, trunnion and trunnion link, lugs, lug faces, link pins, actuators, lock mechanism, and door hinges. Okay, if you look at this, you will see that the inspection list for main landing gear right as same as inspection for left main landing gear at the slide before, so I will not read it twice. That brings me to the end of my presentation. I have thought about the things to be noticed, likely the inspection, the note, the caution, and the reference have a similarly with left main landing gear. As important thing, engineers are responsible for all maintenance for 100 flight safety. Well, I think that's about it. Thank you for following me today. If you have any further question or one additional information, I feel free to contact me at Instagram of Afar and send me an email. Once again, thank you for attention. I'm sorry for my mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.